So, is it possible that having firearms in Dying Light 2 might make paragliding a bit more dangerous? Okay, we have only seen Aiden using guns in the teaser trailer so far, but surely they're going to balance that out by having Renegades with guns too, and if that's the case, then it's entirely possible that they'd be able to shoot the paraglider down. Rice's bandits in the original Dying Light had guns, of course, and despite there being no paraglider in the game, there were still plenty of ways to get off the ground, and that certainly didn't stop you getting shot by these guys, so surely a Renegade with a gun would be able to point it up at the sky and take you out. Personally, I think this would be a good idea, as up until now the paraglider has provided an easy way to avoid enemies not just from the rooftops, but the vents in the ground can also give you a quick getaway too. And if the bad guys can shoot at you as you fly away, then that could add a little more tension to encounters. Another thing that would be cool is if they could do something with these weapons mounted on the pickup trucks. They can already be pointed up at the sky, and if they were to be manned by a Renegade, it would make you think a bit more carefully about flying too close. I'd love it though if they could replace this with a grapple launcher to bring Aiden down, or maybe a big arrow or something. Maybe even add in a winch to drag him to the ground. I have actually pitched this idea to Techland, and the initial response from the devs was that it's a cool idea, but it would be a nightmare to implement. And although that sounds like a no, I'm still going to take it as a maybe. I know this idea isn't going to appeal to everyone though, as the paraglider has always provided a pretty safe way to get around the map, and it gives you a break from the dangers on the ground. They could limit the range of the firearms, but to be honest, the Renegades can already throw rocks unfeasibly high, so guns should definitely be a danger beyond this distance at least. They could also make it so they don't actually attack you unless you cross their line of sight, so them having guns wouldn't have to mean the skies would suddenly become a death trap. Personally, I think that the paraglider makes avoiding encounters a bit too easy, and I don't think it'd be a bad idea just to spice things up a little bit. It's not like the Renegades are swarming all over the streets anyway, so I think that using the paraglider would still be fun and not made too annoying by adding a little extra danger just to certain areas of the map. Another thing I've always wondered is why is it only the night runners that use paragliders? Wouldn't it be cool if Renegades could also use them and could then chase you through the sky? Now if they could implement something like that into the game, the sky wouldn't feel so empty anymore, and of course they would be able to shoot at you from behind too. There could even be challenges where you race different characters from the game on time trials. Honestly, I think something like that would make a massive difference to the fun factor if done right. One thing that has worried me about the implementation of guns in Dying Light 2 though, is the teaser footage showed the pistol being fired from this loose side angle, which definitely looks a bit janky. In the original game, you could aim down the sights to improve your accuracy, and I really hope that this early footage was just a work in progress and that this isn't going to be the way it actually turns out. I also hope that we can get some proper rifles and not just pistols, but to be honest, I am not entirely confident that the way guns will be implemented into the game will even work, and it's entirely possible that only Aiden will have guns and will be able to slaughter everything without a single shot being fired back. I really hope I'm wrong about that, but we'll just have to wait and see. So what do you think? Do you like the idea of Renegades having guns too? And if so, would it make the paraglider potentially much more dangerous? Or do you think that guns are going to just ruin the game entirely? Let me know in the comments as always, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.